Again, in this installment of Spiritual Wisdom, I'm going to be talking about a controversial subject, and this shall be: should psychics receive money for the readings they do? Some people will say no, but people should just do the readings to help people free of charge. Other people will say yes, psychics should make money out of that. What is my view? Yes, I do think psychics should make money out of what they do. The problem with this, though, is you do get people who are genuine, who are good at what they do, and their prices are reasonable. But the flip side of the coin is you get people who aren't psychically developed as they claim, because we're all psychic some more than others, but people who do psychic readings and all that, they're meant to be very psychically developed. And the flip side is some people will claim to be very psychically developed, and then people go for readings of that particular person. That person isn't getting a good vibe about them. They are just in it for the money, and they're essentially a con man or a con woman. And then when people get a bad reading from a psychic and they felt that person was just in it for the money, this then the rest of the psychic community or the magical community got hit with the same brush, and then everyone thinks every psychic's a con man, or every psychic woman or man is a con person. This is not true. We don't live in a free world. Just like a beautician, if they do nails, they charge money for that. The money they do for that is going to, one, help them pay their bills, help them get messages, and help them get by. And I think we should be creating a society where people are not just working to make money, where their job is in alignment with who they are, or their job is a calling of sorts. So I think, when it comes to psychic people, a lot of people in the psychic community, they want to help people by doing readings or energy healing, be that Reiki or energy healing. And by doing this, they're giving a service to the community, helping people, and they want to make money from that as well. Just like if a hairdresser was doing hair, they're passionate about doing people's hair. They've got a talent, a gift, and they wish to make money out of that. And the same goes for psychic people. We're all psychic, some more than others, but many people who do psychic readings are psychically gifted. They have a gift and they wish to use that gift to help people, and they also wish to make money from it. There, one person I spoke to a while back, they were in the witch shop and they're studying Reiki at the moment. And they say they want to do Reiki because, one, this is a practice that can help people, but also they want to make money out of that. And there's nothing wrong with that in my view. And as long as people who do psychic readings, they give that service, but their prices are also reasonable as well. And reasonable prices would be, for your hand, for palmistry it would usually cost £5. For your cards it may cost £7, £8, £9, £10. Energy healing would usually cost about £10, £20, sometimes £15. These are sort of reasonable prices, but in order to find out if someone in the psychic community is good at what they do, you've got to, one, speak to that person. You've got to feel what it's like to be in their presence, and then maybe, and what vibe do you get off them. Most psychic people, like myself, when I do psychic readings, I'm doing it to help people, and the money I make off of those readings, it just helps me buy more tarot card decks, it helps me buy more books, and it helps deepen my understanding. There are some psychic people who may own a shop and do readings and sell psychic things. The money they make helps them deepen their understanding, but also may help them pay their bills and buy messages and get by. So I feel it's a matter of creating a society where people are in jobs where they're in alignment with who they are. Just like if someone's good at making jewellery, they could make jewellery, but all the materials they've made cost money to buy the materials. And the same comes with psychic readings. Palmistry, yes, you don't have to cut off people's hands to read them. But to study palmistry, you do need to get books. YouTube is a great source for free videos, but books are good. And some books you can get free in the library, but there's a lot of good Pacific books on palmistry that do cost a bit of money, and the money I get from my readings just helps me buy more books, deepens my understanding. Tarot card decks do cost money. You don't need every deck under the sun, but different decks can help you understand different symbolism. And books are a great resource to a solitary witch or any magical practitioner. But as I said, books are something you want to use, take inspiration from the book and try what the author's saying, and then take inspiration, don't take it as fact, because witchcraft, there are certain facts about witchcraft, about paganism, what are true and Wicca, but not everything you read in a book is factual, especially on the topic of witchcraft or Wicca. Some of it is opinion based, because being a witch is a very personal subject, as is being a Wiccan or a pagan. So some of it will be, like in Harmony Nice's book on Wicca, a lot of that is based on the Wiccan religion, and some of it is her thoughts, her thoughts and opinions. So those, you may agree with her opinions, or you may have a different view entirely. But overall, I would say yes, people in the psychic community do deserve to make money from what they do, because they're investing there. Sorry, just looking over my shoulder there. Anyway, because they're investing their time, their energy, and as long as their intention is genuine, like my intention is I want to help people but make some money from it as well, and the money I make, it does help me with everyday life, but it also just helps me deepen my understanding. Those are my thoughts, and I definitely think psychics should make money from readings, but the difference to tell if someone's genuine and they're not just in it for the money, if their prices are reasonable. If you find what a psychic's charging at least £50 or £70 for one reading, for one palm reading or one card reading, and that is extortionate. And if that's the case, the chances are this individual is just in it for the money. So if the prices are reasonable, like it's £5 for your hands, maybe £10 or £7 for your cards, the dearest thing when you go to a spiritual practice would be energy healing, but that would cost maybe around about £10, maybe 20 or 15. That's the dearest practice. But overall, those prices are quite reasonable, and if the psychic readings the person is offering come around those prices, that person is reasonable. And again, I do think psychics should make money from what they do, especially if the person's good at what they do, they're genuine. But again, the flip side, like everything has a dark side, is there are people who will claim to be psychic, and they will, by claiming to be psychic gifted and by claiming to be something they're not, they insult the rest of the community who are good at what they do, and everyone gets whacked with the same brush. It's just like if you looked at the police force, for example. If there's a few corrupt police people, everyone assumes or thinks all the police are corrupt, and that's not the reality. Yes, unfortunately, there are some corrupt policemen, and yes, unfortunately, there are some people who claim to be slightly gifted and they're just in it for the money. They're not good at what they do, and that's how the rest of us get that stigma about them. But the reality is, I do think people are genuine people who are good at what they do, and I do think psychics should make money from their readings. If you have any questions, comments, please sign down below. If you've liked this video, please hit like, and comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Do you think psychics should make money from what they do? And what's your thoughts on it? Until the next installment of Spiritual Wisdom, thank you for watching. May meet, may part, and may meet again. Blessed be. Have a good day.